Hi, my name is Lisa Snow. I'm a resident of Wolfeboro, New Hampshire. And in March of 2020, I posted on Facebook a picture of me with a mask on and said, "Oh, guess what? I can make a mask. How many other people can make masks?" And pretty rapidly, I guess within the first 25 minutes, I had probably 12 to 15 people responding to me. Yes, I can make masks. I can do this. And at that point, I said, well, let's get a Facebook group together. And our mission will be to support our frontline employees, the healthcare people, the frontline workers at the supermarkets or anybody who was doing healthcare. And shortly after that, that was March 22nd, we produced the Facebook group, which was the Wolfeboro Mask Makers. And within about a week or two, we had over 100 members. Those members did a lot of things for us. Not only did they sew, but they obtained supplies that we needed desperately, elastic, fabric. They washed our fabric, they ironed our fabric, they cut the fabric. They donated the little plastic bags that we used to package. People packaged the masks. People delivered the masks to the hospital, to the supermarkets, to the nursing homes. So I get a lot of requests, private requests for people who need masks for a daycare, for the schools. We provided to all the bus drivers. In addition to that, we had regular boxes that we made deliveries. At one point, we were doing it every day because that's how fast they went to the two local supermarkets, Blacks, the Co-op, DeValiers, Job Lot out in Ossipee. And it just bubbled up. It continued.
I am Kara Favorite. I work for Huggins Hospital. I'm the Director of Community and Patient Relations. A number of the members of the Mask Maker group offered additional support to construct custom designs using custom materials just for our clinical staff and hospital staff to stay safe. So this was using a special kind of surgical paper that would offer an additional level of filtration. And what was really wonderful about this is this was not a typical fabric. It did not move the way that you would want fabric to move. And we were asking for very specific designs. And we had multiple people in the group jump up and return these designs in 1, 2, 3 days time. Not only these designs, but some of what we now call the smile masks. We had a special request for a speech therapist.
And so because I do own a business, I was able to get supplies that we weren't able to find because it was in my industry. I'm in the drapery industry. And so we have access to different suppliers. And so they were then, the big thing was getting elastic. We couldn't find elastic anywhere. And it was very expensive what we could find, but the generosity that Lisa was speaking to, not only were people giving us fabric, but they were giving us donations. And it was amazing because we always had enough money for what we needed to buy for supplies.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nancy Black. I've been a resident of Wolfeboro for about 40 years now. I nominated this group, the Wolfeboro Mask Makers, for the Spirit of New Hampshire Award. I learned about them from Facebook. What compelled me to nominate them, but not only me, but everyone, was just so taken with their quick reaction, really in uncharted territory back in March, to immediately jump into action to do something. They inspired people, they organized people.
So Carolyn was one of the first people to offer assistance to me. The first thing she did for me was to create our little cards. I don't know if you can see this, our little cards that we stuff in our masks. Carolyn also helped me organize myself, which was a very hard thing to do since I'm a very disorganized person. A lot of people won't say that, but she created all of these little things for me to help me understand my input and my output and how many masks I was getting in and where they were going to go. She also made masks. One of Carolyn's biggest traits was she tried to personalize a lot of the kids' stuff that we were sending. She put little little beads on them, or she'd do fancy ribbon around her ears. She handled all of the deliveries.
If it wasn't for this group and having a cause and a reason to get up every morning and to do something and feel productive, they don't know what they would have done. But it just was a real lifesaver, I think, for a lot of people.
But we will continue in some form or fashion to support the community doing some kind of sewing if this thing ever ends. So I think we've lifelong friends, and we'll have a new mission after this one is passed, and let's hope it passes soon.